This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
So if you were watching the news last night, if you were watching the live broadcast of the votes for Speaker, the first vote for Speaker that Kevin McCarthy didn't win, and then the second vote for Speaker that Kevin McCarthy didn't win, and then the third that he didn't win. And in each vote, its subsequent vote, it seemed that Jim Jordan just got closer and closer. He's nowhere near it yet. But there's chaos in the Republican Party. And the right, conservatives, including those on Fox News, are losing their collective minds. They're freaking out about what took place. I think Fox News is freaking out because they need to get to them investigations quick in order to keep their ratings up and keep cashing those advertising checks. And it started early in the day. Brian Kilmeade, the beady-eyed wonderkin on Fox and Friends, was declaring that you people look like idiots if you don't vote for a speaker. You're proving that you can't lead. Blah, he's freaking out. Watch Brian Kilmeade.
Can anyone, you should not take this job if it's about your ego and your personal agenda. Right. The whole thing should be service for the country, and the subset is your party. Please explain to me how this helps your party. You're looking like idiots in front of the country.
Exactly. Republicans need to unite. The Democrats never.
And the freak out temper tantrum started in the morning and continued on through the day. Here's Jesse Waters and Judge Jeanine Pirro losing their shit about the lack of investigations, and regular people are sitting at home wondering, why did I give you money? Why did I elect a majority if you can't even get along with one another? You got to take it to the Democrats. I mean, really, if it wasn't so chaotic, I would be bemused by what's taking place at the chaos, not just within the Republican Party, just not within the Freedom Caucus, not just within the House of Representatives, but watching the larger conservative movement at Fox News lose it is kind of a chef's kiss moment. Here's Jesse Waters.
And McCarthy's still confident he's going to be Speaker eventually. Keep this in mind, until Republicans can agree on a Speaker, the House is basically frozen, meaning they can't even swear in new members or investigate Biden like they promised. Judge Jeanine.
Yes.
Not a good look for Republicans today.
No. The ordinary American is sitting home and saying, what the heck is wrong with these people? We elected them. We worked hard. We gave them money. We now have the majority in the House, and they can't get along with each other. They don't like have enough problems with the Democrats that they at least can't align against the Democrats.
They can't even swear in new members or investigate Biden like they promised. Because that's what it's about. This is about a series of phony bullshit investigations that are going to be taking place, a la Benghazi. Investigations that went nowhere, that proved nothing because there is no crime, there is nothing to investigate relative to Biden. You don't get to investigate because you disagree on a policy position. You do get to investigate when there was an armed rebellion and insurrection against the United States of America. You do get to investigate when your president extorts a foreign leader for help in an upcoming campaign. Those are items you do get to investigate. You do get to investigate the lack of transparency and lack of ethical boundaries. Those things you can investigate. And then on the side of the House, the side of the elected actual Republican representatives in the House of Representatives, they're putting forward some candidates who haven't technically thrown their hat into the ring. I'm talking about Jim Jordan. And Matt Gaetz goes on to rightfully impugn the integrity and the capabilities of Kevin McCarthy. But he is putting forward Jim Jordan as though he is worthy of Speaker of the House of Representatives. Jim Jordan, the fast-talking huckster, he wants him to be Speaker, and he thinks that the qualification is that he doesn't really even want the job, so maybe he's the right guy for the job. Watch this nonsense.
Today, humble to a fault, maybe the right person for the job of Speaker of the House isn't someone who wants it so bad. Maybe the right person for the job of Speaker of the House isn't someone who has sold shares of themselves for more than a decade to get it. Maybe Jim Jordan is the right person for Speaker of the House because he is not beholden to the lobbyists and special interests who have corrupted this place and corrupted this nation under the leadership of both Republicans and Democrats.
Maybe the right person for the job isn't someone who wants the job at all. How do you show up at work every single day and show your face when we know everything that we know about you? It is brazen narcissism or a wild inability to feel shame. It is lack of dignity on parade for Matt Gaetz every waking moment of his life. And speaking of that, and all of those descriptors can be applied to this next person, Dum-Dum Lauren Boebert, she took it further. The same thing that she's talking about Jim Jordan, he doesn't want the job. She compared him to George Washington. Well, George Washington didn't want the job either, and he did it because he knew it was right for the country. Watch this.
There's many people who we could propose. I am a big proponent of Lee Zeldin, who actually won us the majority. Jim Banks is wonderful. Kevin Hern, it would be an amazing speaker, an amazing leader. Mike Johnson, it could be another option. But also going back to Jim Jordan, George Washington did not want to be president of the United States, but he did what was right for his country.
For all the reverence and deference that's shown our founding fathers, by Republicans especially, it is an extra special level of stupid to compare George Washington, Commander-in-Chief of the Revolutionary Army and first President of the United States of America, to Jim Jordan, a man who looked the other way while sexual assault was happening under his watch. A man who is nothing but a bootlicking simp for Donald Trump. A sycophant. A lapdog. Just all over in Donald Trump's nether regions. It's gross. And it's gross that Republicans think that he is qualified to be Speaker of the House of Representatives. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised they put Newt Gingrich there. A series of clods they've had as Speaker. And I guess they're just they want to continue in a long line of morons to be Speaker of the House. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media. I am on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Dollemore on all of those places. And if you want to take part in the mission of this show, help produce this show, be a part of what we're building, click the join button below, become a channel member for as little as $1.99 a month, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. We will see. They recess today. We'll see tomorrow if we get a speaker and who it will be. Yesterday I said that I think it's still going to be Kevin McCarthy. I'm still leaning that way. I'm less certain than I was, but we will see. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.